It's hard to ignore the reality that there are dangerous places to travel to. If you have no idea what the most dangerous cities in the world are, don't worry. This guide's got you covered. Whether you're looking at places to avoid when traveling or just want to stroke your curiosity, you'll find some of the most dangerous cities in the world below. St. Louis, USA. St. Louis is a bustling industrial city in the United States with an incredible atmosphere and a long list of attractions. It's also home to several billion-dollar corporations, but it's still one of the most dangerous cities in the United States and the world, especially outside the tourist zones. With a population of just over 300,000, the city sees 65.32 get murdered for every 100,000 citizens in St. Louis. This is the highest figure in the U.S., and you'll also find it rife in petty theft, armed robberies, and more. The main causes of St. Louis crime rate are extreme poverty and unemployment. Uruapan, Mexico. Uruapan is a Mexican city that experiences violent crime that you won't find in many other places. Situated in Michoacan, the city is a gang playground that sadly sees many clashes, most notably the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. These gangs mostly fight for control of the city's drug trafficking routes. This, along with robberies, carjackings, and kidnappings, has led to a homicide rate of 73.40 per 100,000 inhabitants. Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. With a population of just over 1.5 million people, Ciudad Juarez is the most populous city in the state of Chihuahua. While it's well known along the Texas border for its electric nightlife, it has a dark side rampant with crime and murder. Juarez, as it's prominently known, has a homicide rate of 95.79 per 100,000 inhabitants. It has seen an uptick in femicide rates, and is thus one of the worst cities for women. The city's also a playground for gangs, with turf wars a common thing. In addition to homicide, you would have to worry about crime like carjacking, burglaries, and petty theft. Ensenada, Mexico. Ensenada sits in the state of Baja California and is the seventh most dangerous city in the world. It has a homicide rate of 75.79 murders per 100,000 persons. The city's main driver behind the violent crime is due to turf battles between several cartels. This includes the Sinaloa Cartel, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, and the Arellano Felix Organization. In addition to homicide, human trafficking, burglaries, and carjacking are common. Caracas, Venezuela. Venezuela is one of the most crime-infested countries in the world. Even worse, the majority of murders go unpunished due to a lack of resources and corruption in law enforcement. So, it should come as no surprise that the country is home to one of the most dangerous cities in Caracas. The city saw 100 murders per 100,000 residents. The main cause of such violence is poverty and poor law enforcement in the city. Celaya, Mexico. Celaya is found in Mexico's Guanajuato state and has a population of just over 740,000 people, many of whom are model citizens. However, the many bad apples here have turned this central Mexican city into a crime zone. The city suffers from high levels of violence, which led to its homicide rate of 100.92 homicides per 100,000 inhabitants. Most of the surge in crime can be attributed to increased gang violence. Gangs such as the Santa Rosa de Lima Cartel and Jalisco New Generation Cartel fight for control of the city's illegal activity. Tijuana, Mexico. With a population of just over 2 million, Tijuana shares a border with the city of San Diego. It has previously been the most dangerous city in the world. Since then, it has slightly improved, slipping down to 4th in 2021. This Mexican city recorded 2,124 homicides for the year, the country's highest. However, its per capita murder rate of 103.19 per 100,000 inhabitants is 4th. Tijuana is synonymous with poverty, and thus violent crimes like kidnappings, rape, and the like. Crime is also fueled by gang violence between the Sinaloa and Tijuana cartels. Zacatecas, Mexico, Indiana, the world of travel. Zacatecas is best known for its adventure travel exploits and is one of the best places to visit in Mexico. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most dangerous cities in the world. In 2021, it ranked 3rd on the list of unsafe places with a per capita murder rate of 107.47 per 100,000 people. Like the above cities, Zacatecas has seen a surge in crime due to the widespread presence of organized crime and gang-related violence. It's not uncommon for public shootouts and kidnappings to happen. Due to a reported lack of resources and corruption, law enforcement struggles to curb crime. Ciudad Obregón, Mexico. Ciudad Obregón is found in the Mexican state of Sonora with a population of just over 300,000. In 2021, it was the second most dangerous city in the world. It recorded a per capita murder of 155.77 per 100,000 inhabitants. While a scenic city otherwise, Ciudad Obregón is a vital region in the world of crime. It's been reported that the city plays a major role in the drug and human trafficking circle of crime. As a result, this has given rise to gang-related crime in a city that only first appeared on the list in 2014. Zamora, Mexico, an awfully violent place. This Mexican city has unfortunately been ranked as the most violent city in the world. In 2021, Zamora recorded 610 murders for a per capita murder rate of 196.6 per 100,000 residents. This is the second highest ever homicide rate recorded by the MCPSCJ since it started recording data in 2008. Most of the danger here stems from reported gang violence where rival factions clash against each other, as well as police and citizens. In addition to murder, Zamora is commonly plagued by kidnappings, extortion, and petty theft, among others.